I sound him.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. They go play action here on first down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost two there, and it's third down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at the 45. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Bortles to throw on second down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bortles going to try and throw on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Dante Fowler with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Fournette, a first down carry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey, 54 working. 11B, 11B, green 80.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Left side complete, Safarian-Jenkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian-Jenkins for the Jags first down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh. Hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
11 more on that one and another first down. Bortles going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 20. This is Jeremy Hill, the former Bengal, his first carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Oh, and now some space to operate. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jeremy Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Let's go, let's go. You.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. From midfield, here's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Goes underneath here to White, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a Patriot 1st down as Brady finds Patterson. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Quan Alexander coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. At 11. Hey, green 80. Ricky.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff to Fournette. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. There's the first NFL catch for DJ Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Lucy.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. Gets past him at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Brady. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is taken at the 15. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Ryan Allen now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
You.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Green 80. Green is set.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Complete to the tight end, Jason Morrow. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Here we go. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on second down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Lucy, set. Green 80. Set.
The pitch to Fournette. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Lucy. Green 80. Green is set.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's
So
go.
3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there.
11. Set. Green 80. Set.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Brady to throw on second down. This is White on the screen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
New England on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
20! 20!
From the gun, it's Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hank. Screen 80. Screen 80.
To throw, it's Bortles. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Screen 80. Screen 80. 372.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Edelman, the intended receiver that time. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Green 80.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Now Leonard Fournette. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Brady. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And the 49ers have just scored for some more cushion. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Lucy, Lucy.
Throwing now is Bortles. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Bortles. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Bortles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. 372.
Bortles now to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is up.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Spread right, 72. Green 80. Green is good.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They get it to him running left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, baby. Let's go, let's go. Like 20.
They'll run with White. Room here to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They stay on the ground with White. Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Shadow! Wait, 20! You 20!
On the toss, here's White. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Now a carry for White. White's got a first down and more. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for New England. 41 yards on the ground. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Here's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, that's White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Brady got to have this one. And this is caught by Allen for a Patriots touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Bortles. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dewan Smoot in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Brady. He's going to let it fly. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady to throw. And able to find Dorsett. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Jacksonville, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, what's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. What's up, get the rest. Hey. I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.